Sometimes I'll see brands just make it too simple. They'll have like two little metrics, and depending on the type of product, maybe it makes sense. Maybe it's a very simple product, and you have the links there to cross sell. But the A plus, it's built to inform and educate. So just think of that in terms of how Amazon is setting up these different sections on a listing and the value there. It's meant to spread brand awareness. It's meant to give further details to the shoppers. So you always have to keep that in mind and think of ways how you can stand out with a comparison chart. You can even get creative. I've seen it where in the imagery of an A plus comparison chart, you have like maybe a label or some sort of like icon to help make it pop or to give further insight into whatever the product is. But yeah, that's one place I see is there's a lack of information or not really trying to get creative with how you display that chart. Another thing is placement. So right now on our end, we're actually starting to experiment with different placements for comparison charts, but you have to be mindful of the design because the comparison chart's a very large, bulky section, and it can either distract or throw off the design or make things sort of blend into the rest of that white background on Amazon easily if you're not considering the flow of someone's eye, how someone navigates and reads the page. So you want to be careful of having it at the top of the page because two things. One, that might signify to someone that that's the end of the page just because of how Amazon's laid out in the search and how listings look to us. It's also just a big bulky section and it might interrupt the flow of reading further information. So just you want to be mindful of having it at the top. You'll see for us, a lot of ours are at the bottom, and that's because we're sort of following a funnel, if you will, right? We're catching people's attention with like a top right hero image. We're doing education, or maybe we're doing brand awareness, and then we have the large comparison at the bottom. We're also experimenting with putting it in other places throughout the page to sort of make that higher and bring more attention to the cross-selling aspect. So just be mindful that the comparison chart can really interrupt your design and interrupt the information order or feed when you're creating that.